Alrighty, everybody, we are doing this again for the third time. We'll start as new. So, welcome to Performance Racing League. It is round 3 of season 13, and we're here with our midweek Wednesday group. It's me in the comms box, La Rodri, and yeah, looking forward to this race. So, I believe it's 19 drivers now. And for those who missed it before, this is going to be a different format, a different race format. It's going to be a one-shot qualifying, and followed by that will be a full race, so 53 laps around Monza. And yeah, one of the most iconic F1 tracks. So we're looking forward to that. A huge mix of long straights, high-speed corners, 11 corners, 6 to the right, 5 to the left. Uh, but yeah, looking forward to it. And they have a couple minutes to put their setups on before the lobby host sets up the timer. So a good mix of drivers. So 19 drivers, like I mentioned before. There should be battles in the front, in the middle of the pack, back of the pack. It should be really interesting to watch. And actually, let me just remember to post this on the Discord. And we are blaming Spin for having ready up the first time, blaming Gourd Sauce the second time for the short qualifying session. Hopefully, nobody else to blame for this one. Let me just make sure it's posted. And there we go. And huge respects to a lot of the drivers that are staying up late, early morning. I think a few of them, it's probably 4 a.m., 2 a.m. I see for a few drivers there. Huge respects for participating in the league. I'm sure we really appreciate that. But looks like Gourd Sauce has started the timer. They should be starting off soon with the one-shot qualifying session. Alrighty, and they are off. We did have Gourd Sauce finish on pole position on the first lobby, so we'll stay with him. I believe one of his competitions was probably Free Guy, and Squirt is actually here as well, so he could also put in quite a battle to get that pole position. But Gourd Sauce nice and easy on the first two corners. Those two are very heavy braking. We do have Side Demon on the list. Hoopa now actually taking a very good first sector. So let's get that telemetry up. Yeah, so Squirt actually had, I believe, finished ahead in Silverstone. Finished first. Ho ho! Squirt actually invalidating. That might have been a commentator's curse right there. So we will jump back on board with Hoop. Nicely done, making sure to keep the car on the track. And we do have Noobs now taking over on the list. Looks like Hoop got a much better exit there, so we will stay with him towards the end. Going around the final corner, and so Hoop is going to put in a 1:19.8. And Gourd Sauce, who actually had the pole position on the first lobby, disqualified. So he is definitely yelling at Spin on the on the party chat, blaming it all on him. So our grid will be Hoop starting on pole position, followed by Spin and Win, Side Demon, Noob, Frosty, Vinny, Professor, Pickle Tickle, Tours, Spot Up Triples, Free Guy, Salad Tosser, McSwagger, Gourd Sauce, Tim Graw, Dank, Ghost Viper, Sky Reads, and Squirt starting in the back. So like we mentioned, it will be a full race, 53 laps around Monza. And for those who are new to the channel, they do have a couple minutes break between the qualifying session and the race, just to give the drivers a couple minutes to get their strategies set up before the lobby host initiates the timer. And regarding the weather here, so it looks like it's going to be light cloud and dry throughout the whole race, according to the weather announcement by Vinny, our Canadian weatherman. And there should be a lot of good overtakes happening in the back as well. Squirt is actually one of probably their quickest drivers that we've seen. Gorsas as well, and Ghost Viper as well, actually. So I believe Ghost Viper took the win from Squirt on the Silverstone race. So will be interesting to see what these boys in the back can do. Alrighty, so they have initiated the timer. They should be starting off soon. So there is no formation lap. So they are going to be going straight into the race. Turn one will be a very interesting corner. A few of them a little bit scared of it, but as long as you brake early, try avoiding rear-ending the car ahead of you, and that way you'll be smooth sailing after that. Alrighty, so 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And they are off. Let me get all this information up. So it looks like Side Team is going to have a bit of a crash between a few drivers there, but Spin getting ahead and manages to take the inside line, has a perfect entrance or exit out of that corner, and looks like that is Frosty cutting that corner and picking up a 3-second penalty. Spin now over a second ahead of the rest of the drivers. Hoop on the inside of Noobs. A few changes in the back. That is Professor getting past his teammate in the Alpine. And that is Frosty losing multiple positions all the way to the back in P19. But looks like a few drivers are also having a bit of trouble back there as well. Noobs, I believe, may have left the session by accident. Hopefully they can probably get him back in. But Spin and Win with over a second ahead of the drivers. Nice lead, and Pickle Tickle getting past the AI of his teammate. And a few different strategies. So we have Tim Grawl, the only driver on the grid starting on soft tires. So he's looking to get those overtakes done and probably hope for an early safety car. And looks like all the drivers are going to get past Noob's AI car. So really good start for a few of these drivers. Free Guy picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that is a Ferrari. That is Spot cutting the corner, pick up a 10-second penalty there. Not sure if he just couldn't stop the car on time for the for turn 1, but we do have Vinny on the back of Hoop. Pretty comfortable lead for the top 3, and a really good start for Spin and Win. So he is on the hard compound, so it is going to benefit him once those tires are acting better. And we might have a few changes happening in the back. Ghost Viper on the back of Spot. Is he going to make the move? And looks like he is. And that is the car of Professor in the Alpine having a bit of a spin right there. And looks like there might have been contact between the Racing Bull, who was letting drivers pass by as well. And we do have Gortsauce getting past Dank, so DRS is enabled now. Free Guy actually pick up another 3-second penalty, and Squirt going on the inside of turn 1 and gets that pass done. And looks like Sky Reads as well, getting past the AI of Noobs. So like I said, Squirt is probably one of the best drivers to keep an eye on, because he did start in the back. If I'm not mistaken, he was P11th, already up to P8 now. And Spin still with the comfortable lead, already still 1.5 seconds ahead of Hoop. So only 3 laps and multiple drivers with penalties. So we have Spot with 10 seconds, Swagger and Frosty with 3 seconds, and Free Guy with 16 seconds. So Spot is probably going to be able to get that removed in the pit lane, but he is going to lose multiple positions from that. We do have Squirt looking to make the move, and looks like he is going to get that pass done before the corner on Gourd Sauce. And we do still have a few drivers who are hunting each other down. Oh, a little bit of contact between Side Demon and Pickle Tickle. Decided to tickle his pickle. And also Tim Graw closing in quite a bit with those soft tires. It looks like Squirt is actually right on Tim Graw and does have that DRS activated. Isn't using battery yet though. And up ahead, Side Demon getting past Pickle Tickle. And Squirt with a really good run on those corners, and Tim Graw looking to get that move done. Gets it done, and Squirt just keeping an eye on them, staying right behind. I do have a feeling he's going to get that move done on Pickle Tickle. Gets that ERS on and the DRS as well. Oh, and is he going to try making a move on the outside of Tim Graw? Looks like he is, and gets a great overtake done. Now up to P5, Squirt. So like I said, he started on P11th, and Tim Graw looks like he left the session, so I don't have these drivers on my list. Very unfortunate for some of these guys when they get disconnected from the session. But I do see Noobs trying to join the session, so let me just see if I could tell him to... Alright, but we have Gourd Sauce getting past Pickle Tickle. And in the back, Dank getting past the ghost of Tim Graw. So right now we have two drivers that are AI, that is Noobs and Tim Graw, unfortunately. And Noobs did send me a friend request, so I'm going to try getting him into the session. I have too many friends here. There we go. I sent one to Noobs. Squirt putting a fastest lap with a 122.8. And our leader of the race, Spin, now over 2 seconds ahead of Hoop. And Squirt closing in actually a lot on Vinny now. So Squirt is going to get that overtake done on Vinny, gets that flap open. Moves around Vinny, gets that overtake done nice and easily. And now Squirt up to P3. And it looks like Side Demon is going to try getting that move done on Vinny as well. So I wonder if he's going to hold back a little bit for the DRS. Gets alongside nicely. And Gourd Sauce going on the inside as well. Look at these three. So both Mercedes, right, making a Mercedes sandwich right there. And it looks like Gourd Sauce is going to get ahead of both of them. Alrighty, and let me see if I could get Noobs in again. Sorry for the pause, everybody. And I don't think I have Tim on here as well. Just trying to make sure these two are able to join back. So I do have my Discord open, so if you guys could just let me know, I am keeping an eye on it. Alrighty, so Ghost Viper on the back of Dank. So we're just going to take a good look at the position changes. So, Spin up 1, Hoop down 1, Squirt up 16 positions, Gourd Sauce 10 positions, Skyreed's up 10 positions. So quite a few great overtakes happening during this race. And we do have Noobs who lost 12 positions, but unfortunately that's because of the AI of EA just kicking him out. So hopefully he is able to join back. And let me see if I could get Tim on. And it looks like he's going to restart his game. So I'll take a look. I'm still looking at my Discord, Tim. I know you're watching the stream. But oh, we do have Side Demon in the kicks Albert. Getting that flap open, gets that overtake done on Vinny. And Spin win now with 3 seconds ahead of Hoop. So I'm starting to think this was his strategy. Kind of throw everybody off with the early ready start on the first lobby. And dominate the next lobby. And we have Ghost on the inside of Dank. Great side-by-side racing right there. Nice to give each other space, and he is going to get the benefit on that. Has the DRS and gets that overtake done. He is up to now to P9. And looks like they are both online, so let me just see if I could get them in again. Let me see if I could look for Tim on the... There we go. So I've sent them to both. Alrighty, so looking back into the race, Tim Gra, I think, is able to soon join the session. Noobs as well. We have a few drivers within the DRS of each other, so closest battle we have is probably Vinny on Side Demon. And Gourd Sauce within the DRS of Squirt. So both of these drivers probably very equal on pace. So they are going to give each other quite the battle. Gourd Sauce getting the advantage of the DRS now, up to P3. And Salad Tosser now joining the penalty club, picking up a 3-second penalty there. So Gourd Sauce is on the better tire advantage. He is on 9-lap-old hards, Squirt on 9-lap-old mediums. So the mediums will be giving out much more quicker than the hard compounds. Yeah, looks like those invites aren't working for Tim Gra and Noobs, unfortunately. I'm sorry for that. But as you can see, Gourd Sauce is having a bit of a battle here. He is under pressure by Squirt. And I think in the back we have Ghost Viper looking to make the move on Pickle Tickle. Oh, Pickle Tickle having a little bit of a misshape right there. And now Ghost is going to take advantage of that and get that pass done. But Pickle Tickle is going to have the DRS on this next upcoming straight, I believe. And let's see, is he? Yes, he is. And that is Dank Dog also making the move. And a little bit of a bump right there between Dank and Ghost Viper, but no harm, no foul. The three of them still following closely behind each other. So this is actually the first time I think I've seen a full race in Monza. I'm not exactly sure if, or maybe we did it last season. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the strategy on what was done. I'm surprised. Well, not surprised. It's a good thing, actually. No safety car has happened yet. So that's always good to know, or good to see. That just shows the great clean driving in this league. And by these drivers who honestly are putting in quite a great show. And that is Swagger picking up a 3-second penalty now. So altogether, let's see how that is now. We looked at it in lap 3. Now in lap 12, we do have Spot still with the 10 seconds, Frosty 3, Salad Tosser 3, Swagger 6, and Free Guy with 16. We do have a battle here between Tours and Frosty. Quite a few changes happening at the same time. It looks like Tours is going to get ahead, and up ahead, I believe that was Ghost Viper and Dank battling it out as well. Looks like Ghost is going to let Dank through. Ooh, Dank overshooting the corner just by a little bit, but still maintains ahead. And up ahead, we do have a battle for P5 as well. Side Demon and Vinny Kips. So Side Demon out to P5, and Ghost Viper now picking up a 3-second penalty. And we do have quite a few drivers who are battling out in the front as well. Squirt still behind Gourd Sauce. Doing well to save up quite a bit of battery there. Closing in, but not close enough to make the move yet. So Gourd Sauce is going to stay ahead. And in the back, I think that is Vinny still on the back of Side Demon, who have both closed in quite a bit on Skyreads now, who is on the hard compounds. Spin win with a comfortable lead of 4 over 4.5 seconds ahead of Hoop. Like I said, that strategy of starting on the hards is probably going to pay off for him. Oh, Dank having a really good exit on that corner, and is he going to be able to get a pass done on Ghost? Gets ahead. And I believe that is going to be Ghost who's going to get the DRS on Dank. So he is going to use that to his advantage and get past back to P8. And now Vinny Kips on the outside of Side Demon. Great side-by-side racing there and gets ahead. So the Mercedes are looking quite strong. Both of them in the top 10. Williams as well. And if I'm not mistaken, they are both full-time drivers for the Mercedes seats. So they will be getting a lot of points for that if they remain like this. So still a battle between Side Demon and Vinny Kips. Side Demon looking to go on the inside. Chooses to stay right behind, and he is going to get the DRS activated on this next upcoming straight. And I'm surprised the AI of Tim Graw is still on those 13-lap-old soft tires. But but while I'm talking about that, Side Demon is going to get that pass done on Vinny. Dank getting past Ghost Viper in the back as well. And now Spin and Win with over 6 seconds now ahead of Hoop. And we are keeping an eye on the delta between Hoop and Gourd Sauce. So like I said, Gourd Sauce is on the better tire advantage compared to Hoop and Squirt. So it's just a matter on if Hoop is able to maintain those tires while they wear out a little bit. But it looks like Squirt is having no issues with those tires. He is still within that second, that DRS of Gourd Sauce. And that is Tours leaving the session, and I wonder if that was, looks like that may be another EA issue right there. Because he is ghosting, he is on the track. And Squirt is going to go on the inside, gets that overtake done on Gourd Sauce. And let me see if I can get another invite sent out to these guys. and just hope that somehow it still works or somehow gets them into the session. Let's send that right there. Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on the Discord chat. I know you guys are waiting for Guard Sauce to possibly send you an invite. But yeah, it looks like that isn't going to be working. But Gourd Sauce now getting the move pass on Squirt back to P3. So we're going to take a look at the position changes again. So yeah, still Gourd Sauce up 11, Squirt 15, Skyreeds 13, and Ghost Viper 10. So it's going to be a battle of driver of the day, I think. A lot of them having a great race. And that is a 3-car battle between Ghost, Vinny, and Dank. Dank going around the outside, and looks like Ghost is going to stay ahead. And I wonder who's going to be the first car to pull the trigger on going into the pits. Yeah, and Martin asking if the lobby got glitched. No, that is just you, my friend. So if possible, you can send me an EA request, and I'll try getting you into the lobby. Might be a little bit tough. I don't think it's been working. Very unfortunate, but Dank taking too much of that curb and slowing down quite a bit, and Ghost Viper on the back of Dank. And is he going to be able to get that pass done? He's going to stay right behind. He is going to get the DRS on this next straight. And is he going to get close enough to make the move? Looks like no, he isn't using any battery. He's going to stay right behind. Might be a good move, because he's staying close behind. You could probably get it on this next straight. Right around with the DRS. And looking up ahead, Squirt also on the back of Gourd Sauce. So it's just going to be a little bit of back and forth swapping between these two. And Vinny now leaving the session, and I think it's just EA being a bit of a pain today. I wonder at this point it's just a matter of who's going to survive the EA boot. Very unfortunate for these guys. Vinny is on PlayStation, so hopefully he can join back. Oh no, looks like his power went out actually, so that is not EA's fault. That is, sir, you gotta pay your bills. Alrighty, and up ahead we have Gourd Sauce getting that pass done on Squirt. A great drive by a majority of these guys, especially Spin. Spin now over 8 seconds ahead of Hoop. And Hoop is actually going to be under pressure by Gourd Sauce soon as well, and Squirt. Both of them less than a second behind them. And that is the ghosted car of Tim Graf for getting lapped there. That is Hoop. Hoop probably actually got the DRS off of that car. So very close driving by these from P2 to P4. And a few drivers in the back as well. Looks like that is Spot getting that pass done on Vinny Kips, who's actually AI again. And we do have the little battle between Dank and Side Demon. A little bit of touching right there, but no harm, no foul like earlier. And that is Vinny asking for an invite, so I will send it. Hopefully you're able to join. Dank now picking up a 3-second penalty now. So multiple drivers with penalties, so they are probably going to hope that no safety car happens, because that will hurt their final result. And I'm curious to know how far the hard compounds are able to go. Like I said, I don't remember doing a full 53 laps around Monza, so don't have a lot of knowledge on that. Didn't do my homework, unfortunately. It was last minute joining the comms box. In the back, looks like that is Swagger getting close to the back of Free Guy. And Vinny is able to join, so that is great to see. He probably won't be happy that he was overtaken a few times and is down to P11 now. Mick Swagger picking up another 3 seconds. So I believe that makes up 6 if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, 12. So double that. So now Gortsauce is on the back of Hoop. So now those medium tires are kicking in. And Gortsauce is going to have the advantage. Is he going to be able to make the move on the straight? He does have the pressure of Squirt right behind him as well. And Gortsauce going on the inside gets that pass before the corner. Squirt going to stay right behind Hoop. And so Gortsauce up now to P2. So great driving by these guys. Clean, giving each other space. By all of them, actually. I don't think I've seen any reckless driving. Fantastic racing. Very high standards for this league, honestly. So Hoop is trying to use a bit of battery to defend the Squirt right behind. Both Hoop and Squirt on the same tires. And still a very comfortable lead for Spin, still around those 8 seconds ahead of the rest of the group. So Hoop is going to get the DRS on Gortsauce. Is he going to get that position back? No, he's going to stay right behind him, and Squirt still remaining right behind. And that is yellow flags, and I believe that is the Aston Martin of Salatosser, but he is a back marker, so no issue there. And I think that is very unfortunate. I believe Squirt may have gotten an illegal overtake on Salatosser there, and that may have just messed him up quite a bit. Squirt going a little bit off track right there, and now 2 seconds behind Gortsauce and Hoop. Yeah, so it looks like that did really hurt him. But interesting to see what his strategy is going to be. Is he going to pit early, or is he just going to try chasing them down? So we'll keep an eye on that delta. And Spin win with 22 lap hard compounds, now putting a fastest lap of the 122.6. Saying, haha, try catching me. So a few battles happening at the same time. Side Demon now picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So he is actually going to be the first driver pulling the trigger and going into the pits, now changing to the hard compounds. So 30 laps remaining. And he is serving that 10-second penalty. Or I believe it's a 10-second penalty. I didn't know he had another one. Or it might have been a late release on the pits. I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't keeping an eye on that. But he is retiring from the session. And his car is going to come out of the pit lane because he retired on his way out. But I don't think that will mess up anybody. Up ahead, Hoop still right behind Gord Sauce. So we have quite a few drivers still battling it out. We have Hoop and Gord Sauce, Dank and Ghost Viper for P6, Frosty and Pickle fighting for P9, and that is Hoop locking up and losing the rear. So Gord Sauce is going to benefit from that, going to get right ahead, and I don't think Squirt was able to pick up a lot of time to close in on that. But Hoop still doing well to remain within less than a second behind Gord Sauce. And right behind Frosty making a move on Pickle Tickle on the straight with the help of DRS. Oh, and Pickle Tickle outbraking himself does really, really well to avoid hitting the back of Frosty. Only pick up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting, but honestly, well done for avoiding that. Very, very close call. But up ahead, Ghost Viper still on the back of Dank. And now it is Hoop changing his tires into the pits, going for the hard compounds now. And I wonder if Gord Sauce is going to react from that because he was closing in quite a bit on him. But Squirt losing quite a bit of time now, 3 seconds behind of Gord Sauce. Spin and Win now over 10 seconds ahead. So we have quite a few drivers already going for the pit stops. Vinny now going for the pits, going on the hard compounds as well. So they do have 53 minus 25. That is 28 laps remaining of this race, including this one. So we will keep an eye on Hoop to see how close he is able to get behind the drivers ahead. Squirt now going into the pits. So Gord Sauce may choose to, he is on the hard compounds compared to the other two, Hoop and Squirt, who started on the medium tires, who of course needed to pit earlier. Gord Sauce staying ahead, and that is Hoop coming out ahead of Squirt. And Salad Tosser now pick up a 3-second penalty. I wonder how this race would have been if it was on a wet track. Would have been the longest race in history. Jeez. Now, I don't think Torres was able to join back in. So we have 3 drivers who are AI. That is Torres, Timgra, and Noobs as well. So it looks like it looks like his AI is choosing to go into the pits. So up ahead, closest battle we have is between Ghost Viper and Dank Dog. Swagger now picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Looks like the pit lane is catching a lot of drivers here. And we do have Spot actually closing in quite a bit on Vinny as well for P10 there. So a lot of penalties coming out now. So we're going to go back into that. We looked at it in lap 3 and lap 12. So now lap 28. So Dank Dog goes Viper with 3 seconds. Frosty was 6. Pickle Tickle with 3. Sal Tosser was 6. Free Guy 12. And Mixed Swagger 22. So quite a few penalties being thrown out over there. So Ghost Viper is still hunting the back of Dank Dog. And so both Skyreeds and Dank Dog are both on the similar tires, both on the same team. Dank Dog only 6 seconds behind Skyreed, so if they choose to pit at the same time, they might overlap each other, so they will have to try to coordinate that. But Dank Dog now under pressure by Ghost Viper. Ghost Viper staying behind, still has a bit of battery saved up. She's probably taking it easy for now. And Ghost Viper losing the car a little bit. Goes off track and now picks up a 3-second penalty for track limits there. So now he's definitely going to have to try going for the attack on Dank Dog with that penalty. He does have 3 seconds more than Dank Dog, but he can probably try attempting to get the overtake done, try building that gap. But it looks like they're both on equal pace. And that is Ghost Viper going on the outside, gets the pass done easily on Dank Dog. Squirt now picking up a 122.5, the fastest lap. And that is with a 3-lap-old hard compounds. And so Spin does have still that comfortable lead, 10 seconds ahead of Gortsas now. And that is Spot actually getting the overtake on Vinny up to P10 now. So Vinny, who lost out quite a bit, having left the session due to power issues, but he is back in the race and still putting in quite a fight. So now Spot is actually closing quite a bit on Pickle Tickle, and up ahead that is Ghost Viper going into the pits now, and Skyreeds as well. And Gortsas is actually going into the pits now, comes out with the medium tires, and looks like Squirt less than a second right behind the Gortsas. So this is going to be an interesting ending because there are 23 laps left, including this one. And Squirt does have the 4-lap-old hard compounds, Gorsas with the fresh mediums. Spot now picking up the fastest lap with a 122.4. And while doing so, he is up to P9, having gotten the pass down on Pickle Tickle. And our leader up ahead in first, going to the pits now, getting rid of those hard compounds. And Squirt actually using quite a bit of battery to catch up to Gortsauce, and he is going to get the DRS right around this corner with the straight. And Dank Dog now actually pick up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Squirt also picking up the fastest lap, 122.3, going on the inside. And is he going to get the move done before the corner? Looks like he is. Gortsauce slotting right behind, a little bit of contact right there. Sir, please don't touch the car. And that is Gortsauce gaining a really good exit there and gets the pass done. Great racing by these two. Gortsauce a little bit wiggly right there, but gets his car straight. And so Spin is going to come out of the pits only 8 seconds, less than 8 seconds ahead of Hoop. So still a great lead by him. Like I said, I think it was his strategy to kind of throw everybody off with the early ready start in the first lobby. And Noob asking for an invite. Let me see if I could get you in. Hopefully you're not. There we go. Okay. There we go. I've sent you an invite, sir. And going back to the battle. So Squirt is still on the back of Gortsauce. And right behind in the fight for P5, Skyreed's right behind Frosty. That is Salatosser picking up another 3-second penalty. And looks like Skyreeds is going to be the car to make the move. And also picking up the fastest lap at 122.2. And right behind, I think we do have a battle between Spot Triples and Pickle Tickle. Spot staying ahead, going around the corner, and looks like Pickle Tickle is going to get that flap open soon. Yep, gets it open and is closing in on Spot Triples, getting the pass down to the corner. And now Pickle Tickle up to P9, Spot down to P10. And up ahead, Squirt also closing in quite a bit on Gortsauce. This race feels long. If it feels long for me, who's just watching, I can't imagine how it feels for them driving it. So Squirt staying right behind Gortsauce. He might choose to just kind of cruise right behind until he sees Gortsauce struggling with those tires. So 20 laps remaining, including this one. And now Squirt picking up a 3-second penalty for cutting that corner. And Gortsauce might just be smiling a bit, but he is a time penalty merchant, so he might have to just be a little bit careful with those penalties. Keep the car on the track and avoid those track limits. Squirt also picked up a purple second sector there in this lap, and he is closing in quite a bit of Gortsauce. And it's interesting keeping an eye on his race time. He's quite a smooth driver, I have to say. And look at that, picking up the fastest lap of 121.9 now is the fastest lap holding. And right behind Spot Triple, still on the back of Pickle Tickle. So a few switcheroos happening in throughout the grid. A few drivers just swapping back and forth with the help of DRS. So Spot is going to get the DRS, gets that pass done again on Pickle Tickle. Both switching places, and in the front, Dank also on the back of Ghost Viper. And that is the Ghost of Tours, who I believe has lapped. And also, I believe he wasn't able to join the session again. Spin now with the fastest lap of 121.7 is what's holding now. So up ahead, Squirt now going on the inside of Gorsaz, gets that pass done into turn 1. And interesting enough, Frosty is the only driver who has, I believe, yet to pit. Let me just take a look. Yeah, so top 5 have already made their stop. Frosty still with the 35 lap old tires, has yet to pit. Free Guy having 3 stops and up to P13, so pretty good drive by him so far. I know it's probably not what he's happy with, but still pretty impressive. And yeah, I don't think Noobs was able to join back. So Squirt now on the back of Hoop, who is on 1 lap older tires compared to him, and Gorsas right behind, but Squirt is going to get that pass done. Now up to P2, and also picking up the fastest lap of 121.4. And is Gorsas going to look to make the move? No, he's going to stay right behind Hoop. And great job by Squirt. I'm caught up back to these two after having to slow down to let Salatossor pass. Great drive by him, and in the back, Dank getting past Ghost Viper up to P7 now. And going a little bit off the track right there, and that is Ghost Viper taking advantage and getting that position back. So Spin still with that comfortable lead, over 8 seconds ahead of Squirt. So 17 laps remaining, including this one, and we still have our leader Spin and Win, who is having a great drive. I think he's just doing time trials up ahead. Hoop looking to make the move on Squirt up back to P2. And Gorsas still staying ahead, a little bit of contact right there, but nothing major. Great drive by these three. And that is Ghost Viper. Actually, no, that is him going into the pits. I wonder if he got any damage or he's just deciding that the mediums weren't that great. He's opting for another set of mediums. I wonder what his strategy is. Yeah, I'm curious to see what he's able to do. And Dank Dog on the back of Frosty, who has 36-lap-old hard compounds. So he's a lot more slower than the Dank Dog, who's on 6-lap-old mediums. Oh, Ghost Viper going a little bit off track right there. Not sure if he got track limits, but he does have the DRS of from Frosty, and is going to go on the inside. Opts out, and looks like he's just going to wait for the next couple corners. Mick Swagger picking up another 3-second penalty. And up ahead, Squirt getting the overtake on Hoop as well. And Gortos actually going for the move as well. And I believe that was Hoop who went a little bit off track right there, was ghosted. Losing now over almost 2 seconds behind Gortos. And right behind Frosty now going into the pits. Yeah, so Hoop lost quite a lot of time from that, and that is a kick Sauber, I believe, of Mick Swagger going onto the gravel right there. And so Hoop is going to be out of the DRS of the two ahead, and they are just going to pull each other ahead. Drag each other forward, and that is Gortsauce closing in on Squirt, and probably going to try looking for the move on this next upcoming straight. Going for the move, gets that move nice and easily done. So Gortsauce up to P2. And in the back, Ghost Viper also making the pass on Frosty. And Hoop now over 2.5 seconds behind of Squirt, having lost a lot of time there. Oh, and we do have Frosty closing in on Ghost Viper. Is he going to make the move on the inside? He does. And looks like he went a little bit too wide right there. I'm not sure if there was a bit of contact, but looks like Ghost Viper is going to get ahead into P7. And up in front, Squirt, looking to go on the inside. I think he was just trying to give Gortsauce a little sniff right there. Is going to get the DRS and get that flap open, going for the overtake. And this isn't going to be helping Hoop, who is now still 2.5 seconds behind. Trying to chase them down. It is picking up a bit of pace and trying to use a little bit of battery to get closer, but yeah, it was very unfortunate. I can't believe I missed that, but head down, 13 laps remaining, including this one. So we have a few battles happening in the back as well, in the middle of the pack as well. Spot Triples right behind Pickle Tickle. Frosty on the back of Ghost Viper. So, still a lot of drivers to keep an eye on. And regarding the penalties, we'll take a look now on lap 41. So, Squirt with 3 seconds. That might hurt him at the end if Gortsauce stays close behind. Dank Dog with 13 seconds. Over 25 seconds ahead of Frosty, so that might not have any effect on his race. Ghost Viper with 6, Pickle Tickle with 3, who has spot triples right behind him, as we can see on the screen right now. Free Guy with 12 seconds, and McSwagger with 28, and Salatos with 9 seconds. So there are chances for position changes to happen after all drivers have crossed the line. And we do have Gortsauce on the back of Squirt, staying close behind, and Hoop now still 2.5 seconds behind. Pickle Tickle now picking up a 3-second penalty there. So if I'm not mistaken, that is another 3 seconds. So that's 6 seconds now in total for Tickle Pickle. Frosty now picking up another 3 seconds as well. And that is a yellow flags. I wonder, that is Salad Tosser on the grass. So luckily no driver on no driver on any wall. Now Professor picking up a 3-second penalty there. So it looks like closest battle we have is between Gortsauce and Square in the battle for P2. And in the back, Tim Gra, who's actually both AIs battling each other there. But up ahead, Gortsauce still on the back of Squirt and is going to get the DRS on the straight. Both pulling each other away from Hoop after that little misshape. Now Gortsauce up to P2 and Squirt sitting comfortably behind. Hoop now almost 3 seconds behind Squirt. So 10 laps remaining, including this one, and should be an interesting battle at the end. And Squirt closing in with the DRS, getting a little bit touchy with the cars. Stays right behind and staying close. And in the back, we also have Vinny on the back of Pickle Tickle. Looks like he isn't going to get any move done yet. But looking back to Squirt and Gortsauce. Squirt looking to go on the inside. And looks like he is going to get that move done. Both switching around positions, and I'm surprised Frosty's actually on 5-lap-old softs. I didn't realize he was on the soft compounds. So 5 laps already, and there are less than 10 remaining. So I wonder how those soft tires are going to feel at the end. And yeah, unfortunate for the guys who weren't able to join back from the session. Unfortunately, EA is EA. Not a lot that we can do, unfortunately. So closest battles are still between Gortsauce and Squirt, and in the battle for P10, Vinny and Pickle Tickle. Pickle still with that 6-second penalty, so Vinny can probably stay comfortably behind, try staying close. So Gortsauce is still on those medium tires, 15 lap old medium, Squirt with 19 lap old hard compounds. It's going to be a bit of a rough, a rough battle on Gortsauce's side. That is them getting past the back markers right there. And oh, Gortsauce taking a little bit too much of that inside curve. That's great to keep control of the car. But looks like Squirt is now over a second ahead, almost over a second. So Gortsauce is still going to get the DRS on the Alpine of, I believe that is Professor. He's probably yelling at him to get out the way. But gets past the car right there and still staying within less than a second behind Squirt. But looks like Squirt is using that battery to try breaking that, staying ahead. Oh, Gortsauce staying close behind Squirt. And Mixwanger picking up another 3 seconds, so I believe that is 31 seconds altogether. And that is Vinny also in the back, in the middle of the pack, getting past Pickle Tickle up to P10. Spinning one still with that great lead of 10 seconds ahead of P2. And looks like Vinny was actually able to break that gap behind between Pickle Tickle. Now over 2 seconds ahead, so he is secured for a P10 if he's able to maintain that consistency there. So it looks like our main battle is between Squirt and Gortsauce. Squirt still with that 3-second penalty. Gortsauce staying right behind and within the DRS. So is it 5 laps? Yes, 5 laps remaining on this, in this race, this long race. Respects to these guys for being able to do that, and will be interesting to see how these penalties at the end play out. So we do have Gortsauce still on the back of Squirt. Just taking a little bit of a whiff on that gearbox. And ho ho, that is Squirt almost losing control of the car. And looks like Gortsas is going to get the speed into that corner and is going to back out. Probably opting to get the DRS on this next upcoming straight. Squirt going a little bit wide after touching the inside of that corner there. So here in racing, I mean, any mistake can cost you. And we saw that with Hoop, who just a little mistake and he already lost out of that podium battle. But he is staying within that DRS of Squirt, so he still has a chance. Just has to make sure he could keep the pace, keep the consistency, and stay within those penalty seconds. And Squirt still on the back of Gortsas right there. Got super close to the gearbox. And I think with that battling now, Hoop is less than 2 seconds behind of Squirt, so a potential podium for him. And that is Squirt going on the outside, getting that pass done on Gortsas. And Spinnin went actually with 13 seconds of a lead. So very impressive drive by him. And that is yellow flags in the first sector. I believe that was the McLaren of Tours? Or that could have... Actually, I'm not exactly sure who it was. It could have been Salad as well. But looking back on the front, so Squirt still behind Gortsas and Hoop actually getting a little bit closer. The more these two battle, Gortsas and Squirt, the more they battle, the better for Hoop, who will try to use that to his advantage and kind of close in on them. Look at that. Hoop is actually closing in quite a bit. Making sure he's within those 3 seconds of Squirt's penalty. And Squirt getting the overtake done on Gortsas now with the P2. It's only 3 laps remaining, including this one. And Mick Swagger pick up a 3-second penalty there. So that in total is 34 seconds. 34 seconds, my goodness. So it is a battle till the end for the podium positions. Spinnin win, if he's able to keep it consistent till the end like this, he will be securing his a win. Gortsas staying behind Squirt and Hoop trying to stay within that penalty of Squirt. So great drive by these guys, honestly. 19 drivers, 53 laps around Monza, and only 1 DNF. So that's a impressive race. As Gortsas getting back the P2 position, getting that overtake done on Squirt. So it looks like these three are our only battle right now until the end, it seems. Vinny doing a fantastic job getting building up that gap from Pickle Tickle. He was having a couple laps battling with him. So doing well to get that P10. And oh, Gortsas going a little bit wiggly right there. Loses the position. Square is going to get ahead. Gortsas is going to get the DRS around the corner on the next upcoming straight. So he can potentially get that position back. They are now on the last lap, Spin and Win having already started his first sector. And Hoop now less than 2 seconds behind them. Has to make sure he doesn't lose any time from them. And Gorshaw's still staying right behind. I don't think he's going to try any risky moves, knowing that Squirt has that 3-second penalty. Oh, would have thought that would have been a track limits warning, but so they are going around the last couple corners in Sector 3, and I believe that is Spin and Win going around getting the win today in Monza at the 100% race. And right behind Gort Sauce looking to make a move on the inside, and that is a little bit of contact right there. It looks like Gort Sauce is going to get that P2 position. Hoop gets the P3 from Squirt, able to maintain that gap, within that gap of Squirt's penalty. And I don't think there are any battles happening in the back. Yeah, so we're just waiting on a couple of drivers to cross the line. So that is Noobs and Tim Graw's AI. And Spot very close to having gotten that P8 position. Frosty with 12 seconds, and Spot only almost 13 seconds behind. Yeah, it looks like he isn't going to be able to get it, but still a great race by him. And Vinny with P10. So we'll go over the grid at the end. And that is Squirt Driver of the Day. Honestly, well done by him. Honestly, I think that's well deserved. I'll have to take a look again on what position he started. Alrighty, so final results for the race, the 100% race in Monza, 53 laps around the track. So Spin and Win taking the win. It's in his name, so no surprise there. Followed by P2, Gort Sauce coming from P14, a great climb by him up the grid. In P3, Hoop, even though he started on pole position, lost quite a few, well, only 2 positions, but great drive by him and staying within that gap of Squirt. P4, we have Squirt, 121.4, picking up the fastest lap. Followed then is Sky Reed's Dank Dog, Ghost Viper, Frosty, Spot, Vinny, Professor, Pickle Tickle, Free Guy, Tours, Tim Graw, Noobs, Sal Tosser, Mick Swagger, and Side Demon, our only DNF of the race. So, fantastic race, and I'll take a look at what the next track is for our midweek. I believe that will be Coda, looks like Texas. So, looking forward to that race. Should be a really good race. It will be a standard Grand Prix, I see, so definitely looking forward to that. But everybody, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and yeah, have a good night, good morning, wherever you guys are watching from. I know a few of you are in European times. So, yep, we'll catch you guys next time.